नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधरा शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। आकल्पम एवं वेशम गत एषा भगवान् आत्मयोग योग मायया विराजति विविधा लोकयत्र गोपीयते अर्था। आकल्पम् एवं वेशं गत एषा, आकल्पमेवं वेशं गत एष भगवान् आत्मयोग माया विरचित विविधलोकयत्र गोपीयते अर्था। आकल्पमेवं वेशं गत एष भगवान् आत्मयोग माया विरचित विविधालोकयत्र गोपीयते अर्था। शब्दार्थ आकल्पम for the duration of time of creation. Evam, thus, Vesham, appearance, Gata, has accepted, Esha, this, Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Atma Yoga Mayaya, by his own spiritual potency, Virachita, perfected, Vividha Loka Yatra, the livelihood of various planetary system, Gopiyaya, just to maintain, Iti, thus, Artha, the purpose. Translation. Can we repeat? The various forms of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, such as Narayana and Vishnu, are beautifully decorated with different weapons. The Lord exhibits those forms to maintain all the varied planets created by his personal potency, Yoga Mayaya. Puppet. His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In Bhagavad Gita 4.6, Lord Krishna says, Sambhavami Atma Mayaya. I appear by my eternal potency. The word Atma Maya refers to the Lord's personal potency, Yoga Maya. After creating the material world and spiritual world through Yoga Maya, the Supreme Personality of Godhead personally maintains them by expanding himself in different categories as Vishnu Murtis and the demigods. He maintains the material creation from the beginning to end. He personally maintains the spiritual world. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, very informative shloka. So, Lord is personally telling that that he creates, he appears with, everything is done by his Yoga Maya. And the last line is very interesting. He maintains the material creation from the beginning to end, and he personally maintains the spiritual world. So, the material world is maintained through Maya, but spiritual world he personally maintains. So Srila Prabhupada explains very nicely in Bhagavad Gita, and Krishna explains that Devi Esha Gunamayi Mama Maya Durattaya. So Lord is not doing anything personally in this material world, but he is doing through Yoga Maya. Sometime Durga also we say, and like that also we define. And Devi, it is divine energy of the Lord. So that whatever changes and effects are happening in this world is by Maya. Whatever changes. But it is very difficult to identify that thing. That who is doing this thing. So now everything, infrastructure, our account of karma, everything is personally maintained by this Maya. She takes care that what we will get, what we will not get, effects and the changes, everything. Kutkodi Mataji. So, Krishna personally explains in Bhagavad Gita about material nature. He gave complete in 13 chapter, 14 chapter, and then 18 chapter also, 17 chapter also. He explains about that how our faith is different according to the material modes of nature. So everyone around us, including us, are influenced by that material modes of nature. But it is very difficult to understand. Until the time we don't understand, till that time we are acting under material modes of nature. Till that time. Like Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, can you open? 14th chapter Bhagavad Gita. श्लोका नंबर 20. आप किसी और को दे दीजिए या वेट कीजिए. आपको प्लान करना चाहिए था. दिस वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. वन श्लोका. गो. He will get disturbed otherwise. Nobody is there to help you. Huh? So, 20th shloka, Prabhu. 19th shloka, can you open? 19th. So we'll read this shloka. Nanyam gune bhaya kartaram. Can you repeat? यदा दृष्टानुपश्यति गुणे भयश्च परम वेति मद्भावं सो धिगच्छति. Yeah, translation. When one properly sees, can you repeat? When one properly sees that in all activity means everything, all activity means everything, whatever is happening, in all activities no other performer is at work. Can you repeat? No other performer is at work. Then these modes of nature, and he knows the Supreme Lord, who is transcendent to all these modes, he attains my spiritual nature. Means Sachidanand. One can transcend, repeat, Papat. One can transcend all the activities of the modes of material nature simply by understanding them properly. Simply by understanding them properly, by learning from the proper souls. The real spiritual master is Krishna and is imparting this spiritual knowledge to Arjuna. And he is imparting spiritual knowledge to Arjuna. Similarly, It is from those who are fully in Krishna consciousness that one has to learn this signs of activities in the terms of modes of nature. Otherwise, one's life will be misdirected. By the instruction of a bona fide spiritual master, living entity can know of his spiritual position, his material body, his senses, how he is entrapped, and how he is being in the grip of these modes. But when he can see his real position, then he can attain to transcendental platform, having the scope for spiritual life. Actually, the living entity is not the performer of different activities. He is forced to act because he is forced to act because he is he is forced to act because he is situated in the particular type of body conducted by some particular mode of material nature. Unless one has the help of spiritual authority, he cannot understand in what position he is actually situated. With the association with the bona fide spiritual master, he can see his real position, and by such an understanding, he can become fixed in fully Krishna consciousness. A man in Krishna consciousness is not controlled by the. Now, this is different. This is different now. Now, Prabhupada is telling, but a man in Krishna consciousness is not controlled by the spell of material modes of nature. It has already been stated in 7th chapter that one who has surrendered to Krishna is relieved from the activities of material nature. For one who is able to see things as they are, the influence of material nature gradually ceases. A man in Krishna consciousness is not controlled by the spell of material modes of nature. It has already been stated in 7th chapter that one who has surrendered to Krishna is relieved from the activities of material nature. Now, it is not that you surrender and you will understand. It is not like that. Prabhupada says in the last line, for one who is able to see things as they are, the influence of material nature gradually ceases. It immediately will not come out. Gradually it will happen. But now the system is, we don't understand this thing. That we are not the performer. Everything is acted by Krishna's energy. Now somebody is in the jail. So they move around in the jail. Like puppet show is there, na? Sometimes these gunas are known as ropes also. You know that? These gunas are known as ropes, strong ropes. But suppose and puppet is there, puppet is playing with the the person who is playing the puppets, the thread is there. They are moving, but it is not visible. It is not visible at all. Now only intelligent person can understand, there is someone who is playing the puppet show. Who is in ignorance, he will see that some magic is happening or they are moving themselves. But who is at knowledge, he will understand, no, there is someone who is doing that thing. Same way, when a person is in the, in the prison, he don't understand what is happening. He moves here and there. So you will see it is not possible how like that. Now suppose there is one drunkard also. He will understand he is addicted, so he is moving like that. But a person who is in the jail, you can't see that how he is moving here and there. So this material modes of nature is so subtle that we can't act. We don't understand it is my desire or it is happening automatically. Now, Srila Prabhupada says that male and female connection is like butter and fire. When they will come close, the butter will melt automatically. So we can understand that when we are around the female, something like that, when if male and female are together, it will automatically act over there. Automatically that attraction will happen. Biologically, physically, they will attract each other. Now, intelligent person can understand that it is not my desire. The material nature has given that feelings, that sensation in the two bodies that they will attract immediately. It is like that. But we think that it is my desire. So we should keep completely in our mind, it is not my desire. I am soul. If I come closer, it will attract automatically over there. Material nature will act between the two bodies, not on the soul. The body is fixed. Maya Desha Prakriti. Bhagwan bolte hain ki it is made of machine. So female machine and the male machine will get attract automatically. So it is not my desire coming. It is attraction will happen there automatically. So if we make clear to ourselves that I am soul, I am soul and I don't have any connection with this here, I can immediately experience the spiritual nature in this material world. Krishna personally says that if we come to this understanding, can you go next? So can we experience the nectar of spiritual world in this material world? That is a question. Can you go up? Sloka, translation. Just open translation. Yeah. So when the embodied being is able to transcend these three modes, associate with the material body, he can become free from the birth, death, old age and their distress, and can enjoy nectar even in this life. Means we can relish that happiness, spiritual happiness, even in this body itself. If we change our mentality, that this is body, this is soul, this is my desire, and this is not my desire, how material mode is acting, we can start relishing bhakti. Srila Prabhupada says we don't need material body. We don't need, can you go up? How one can stay in the transcendental position even in this body, in full Krishna consciousness, is explained in this world. The Sanskrit word Dehi means embodied. Although one is within the material body, by his advancement in spiritual knowledge, he can be free from the influence of modes of nature. He can enjoy the happiness of spiritual life even in this body, because after leaving this body, he is certainly going to spiritual sky. But even, Haribol, 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 Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. He can enjoy the happiness of spiritual life even in this body, because after leaving this body, he is certainly going to the spiritual sky. But even in this body, he can enjoy the spiritual happiness. In other words, devotional service in Krishna consciousness is a sign of liberation from material entanglement. And this will be explained in 18th chapter. So, when one is free from the influence of modes of material nature, he enters into devotional service. Now, this is, you can attend call later. बाद में बात कर लेना. It is okay. आपको समझना चाहिए, बीच में उठ रहे हैं सब कुछ. So whole point is this, that we have to transcend, which is very difficult. It is not visible, and without coming in touch with spiritual master and serving him, we can't come out from there. That person We need someone who is free from that nature. Right now, we are in prison and we need someone who is free, and that is spiritual master. And but it takes time. We don't understand so easily. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that simply by understanding this, you can come to this platform. No, you need a lot of determination to for that. Like in chapter number 9, it is mentioned 9.14. So anyone who is chanting simply he can come out. No, it is not like that. It is mentioned here. Can you go? Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantas. This word is very important. What is the meaning of that? Yatantas. Can you repeat? Translation. Word to word meaning you see. What is the meaning? Yatantaha. Fully endeavoring. Yatantasta dridha vrita. See, what is the meaning of dridha vrita? With determination. Fully endeavoring with determination. Namasyantascha mam bhaktya. Offering obeisances. Nitya yukta upashate. Now read the translation. Always chanting my glories, endeavoring with great determination, bowing down before me, these great souls perpetually worship me with devotion. It is not going to happen so easily. We need to endeavor it very nicely, very deeply. Then Krishna says in one more shloka in Bhagavad Gita that in 16th chapter, can you open 15th chapter Bhagavad Gita? Chapter 15th, third and fourth shloka. Yeah, open that. And just translation you open. Just translation. The real form of this tree cannot be perceived in this world. No one can understand where it ends, where it begins, or where its foundation is. But with determination, one must cut down this strong-rooted tree with the weapon of detachment. Thereafter, one must seek the place from which, having gone, one never returns, and then surrender to that Supreme Personality Godhead from whom everything has begun, and from whom everything has extended since time immemorial. So simply it is not going to happen. We have to understand how it is acting. And there is a wonderful shloka in Nectar of Devotion also. You know that shloka? Utsaha, Nishcha and Dharya. Three are the principle. I will open. Nectar of Devotion, can you open? Shloka number 3, Nectar of Devotion. It is on the top only. On the first line it is there. Second book. Bhagavatam ke just niche. Bhagavatam ke niche. Nectar of Instruction. Yeah. Can we repeat? Utsaha nishcha dhairya tattat karma pravartanad sangatyagat sato vritti shadbir bhakti pradishyati prasiddhyati. These are the six principles favorable to the execution of pure devotional service. Means anyone who wants pure devotional service. The first is being enthusiastic. Second, endeavoring with the 6 principles favorable to the execution of pure devotion service. The first is being enthusiastic, endeavoring with confidence, being patient, acting according to regulative principles, abandoning the association of non devotees, and following in the footsteps of previous acharyas. So, first we have to understand, then, if you want to cut down completely, then we need to effort, we have to do a lot of effort to come out of that. And that effort need to be done with lot of determination, that I want to feel that happiness. I want to go out of this cycle of birth and death. I want to go back to Krishna. I want to feel that attachment to Krishna, my love for Krishna. I want to feel that. But on mental level, we should be very determined, and consistency is required. Like Krishna is telling, consistently he is trying. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantas didhavrita. So fully endeavoring, with lot of determination. And then this shloka is itself is a secret. The 6 things we have to follow nicely: enthusiastic, endeavoring with confidence, and being very patient. Then sometime we will get, it is mentioned here, these 6 principles undoubtedly assure the complete success of pure devotional service. Now we should have a checkpoint. Am I enthusiastic? Yes or no? How much? Are you fully endeavoring? Are you putting effort? Yes or no? Then are you patient? Yes or no? Are you following regulative principle? And what is regulative principle? It is not 4 regulative principle, it is Shravanam, Kirtanam. How's your reading, chanting and remembering? How is that? Checkpoint. Then, are you still associating with non-devotees? Right? That checkpoint. In that non-devotee category, phone is also there. So many non-devotee things are there. It is not person non-devotee. It is non-devotee association. What they do, that also we need to avoid. Right? And next is following in the footsteps of previous acharya. Am I following my spiritual master, or am I following what Vaishnava follow? Then it is mentioned, these 6 principles undoubtedly assure the complete success of pure devotional service. Now, okay, am I doing preaching? Yeah, I am doing preaching. But that may not take you to spiritual world. But the mood should be correct, and that this is the mood. शुद्ध भक्ति के जो लक्षण है वो इसको एग्जीक्यूट करने के बाद प्रकट होते हैं, भगवान बोल रहे हैं. इन मटीरियल वर्ल्ड, इन एवरीथिंग वी नीड lot of determination and the patience also. But if we don't have patience, we are gone. Srila Prabhupada ki. Thank you. Hari Bol. Okay, so I'm done. Anything you want to say, you can say.